Alright, grade 6. In today's remedial, we're gonna just revise some basic forms of English. So let's start first with the most important part in all of English, which is the sentence. Any sentence in English, what is the meaning of a sentence to begin with?
Teacher, can you add answer?
I beg your pardon? Yes?
Teacher, a sentence is just like a set of words.
Yep, a set of words, okay. And these words, do they have a specific feature?
Yes, teacher. These.
Like what? Can you give me any sentence?
Yes, teacher. The dog walked in the street.
The dog walked in the street. As you can see in this sentence, the dog is considered to be what? What is he doing in the sentence?
Walk.
Yes, but we call the dog what? Hello, good morning. How are you doing, Faisal?
I'm doing good, teacher.
That's great.
What about you?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much.
Okay.
In this sentence, yeah, the dog is called what? It's called the subject. What is the meaning of a subject, guys? When I say it's the subject, the dog, it's the subject of the sentence. The subject is what? Do you know the person or the thing that is performing the action verb? Who's walking in the street?
The dog.
The dog is, right? The dog walked. So
Yes.
the dog is the one, the thing, the person, the idea that is performing the action verb. The action verb. So walked here is called an action verb, or let's say just a verb right now. And in the street, let's just make space like this, easier. And in the street, this is called prepositional phrase. I'll tell you why it's called a prepositional phrase.
Teacher,
Yes?
when in what time the school give us the books?
I told you yesterday that you shall have your books by the end of this week. So no worries about this. And I think I have already uploaded what we have studied yesterday on Coursera. Also, other teachers are doing the same thing. So have no worries about your books. Okay? So once again,
Next time, let the video process before putting it on Coursera.
it did process. But actually, you did not see that. So check it again. You'll find out that it did process. So once again, the dog here is considered to be what? The subject. What is the meaning of the subject, sir? صقر المسرع.
Yes.
What is the meaning of a subject when I say the dog is the subject of the sentence? So the subject is what?
The dog.
Yes, the subject is doing what? Is performing the action verb. The subject
It's
is the
walking.
dog.
The dog
Yeah.
is walking.
Bravo. So the action verb we have here is walked. And we have actually two types of verbs. We have something that is called an action verb, and the other one is called a linking verb. In this sentence, walked is an action verb, and we're gonna know the difference between both. So we have an action verb and we have also a linking verb. Okay, so we have a subject that is doing or performing an action verb, and the action verb here is being continued by a prepositional phrase, by an object, by an adverb, by an adjective, by anything in the sentence. So simply we can say that
The dog walks in the street.
exactly. In other words, we can say that any sentence, or there are two parts of any sentence. We have two parts of any sentence, or two main parts of any sentence. The first part we have in a sentence is the subject. This subject could be the dog, could be Ali, could be Nader, the boys, the girls, whatever the subject is. And after the subject, we would have the verb. And we have two types of verbs, either a linking verb or an action verb. Just know the names now, the linking verb or the action verb. And last but not least, we may have something like an object, for example, or a prepositional phrase, like the first sentence. And by applying this rule, we can know now any tense in our English language. For example, Ali goes to school every day. Perhaps he's in grade 7 or something. Ali goes to school every day. Or Riyad or Riyadh play. Well, let's make it plays football. So, and this is gonna be our remedial today. It's about present simple. So, Riyadh plays football. Can you tell me why I said plays football and not play football? In this sentence, can I say Riyadh play football? What? Yes, Khalid? Can I say Riyadh play football?
Yes.
Okay, nice. Why? What about you, Faisal? Is this sentence grammatically correct?
No,
Why?
because ride is a singular.
Bravo. Consequently, we have to add what?
An S.
We have to add an S to the verb. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Very good, Faisal. And that's going to be our lesson today. It's about the present simple. Something that you have already studied, but we just revising it.
Play.
So the present simple tense is very, very, very important tense in English. Yet sometimes we just misuse it, or we're not so sure about it. So let's just try to revise it well. So to start with the present simple, yes, Iyad, do you have any question?
No, teacher, sorry.
Okay, problem is any problem. Okay, to start first with the present simple, we'll start with something that is called the form. Form. The form means from what does this sentence is, or what is the main components of this tense. Simply, we said, Faisal said a moment ago in this example, ride plays football. We cannot say ride play because ride is a singular. A singular what? A singular subject. Ride is a singular subject. Consequently, we cannot say he play, yet we say he plays. So in the form here, we're gonna divide the form into two categories according to the subject. If subject is plural, then the action verb will be an infinitive. The meaning of infinitive? Infinitive, like when I say play. So the verb without adding anything, without adding s, without adding ing, ed, or anything to the verb. That's called infinitive. Can you give me an example, please? Anyone can give me an example with a plural subject, like for example, they. Yes, Iyad?
Teacher, just like if I say we.
We. Okay. We what?
Just like we played.
We played. Continue the sentence, Iyad.
We played basketball.
We played basketball. For example, we played basketball. Okay. So here the verb is infinitive. Played. Is that infinitive, Iyad? Nawaf? What, Khalid? Yes, Khalid. The verb is an infinitive. Bravo. So once again, what is the meaning of infinitive? Infinitive means the verb without adding anything to it. The verb without adding anything like an s, like ing, ed, nothing. So you just bring the verb without adding anything. So we say we play basketball. We play basketball, not play it, because playing that's in the past, not in the present. We played basketball yesterday, that's in the past. But we usually play basketball. So that's a habit, something that always happens. So once again, if the subject is plural, you bring the verb in infinitive. Plural we, infinitive play. Okay? So I don't say we played it. I don't say we are playing. That's another tense. But we're speaking about the present simple. So plural verb like we or they. Plural verb like. If you have the pronoun they, for example, the pronoun we, pronoun you, and the pronoun I. Of course, all of these along with the plural names like boys, girls, books, cars. So all the plurals shall acquire an infinitive verb, like we usually play. I go to my work late. So I have the pronoun I, and after the pronoun I, we put the verb also in infinitive without adding anything. On the other hand, if the subject is not plural but singular like he or she or it, or any singular subject. Like for example, Ali. So all of these plural requires what? The action verb here is not an infinitive, but the action verb will have, or we add s or es or ies to the verb. Like for example, when we say he studies hard. He, singular subject, and studies, the main verb is study, but we changed it because we have a singular subject. So can someone please remind me what is the meaning of a subject? Amir,
Yes.
what is the meaning of a subject? Hmm? He here is considered a subject because what? Because he's performing the action. Yes,
Yeah.
Khalid?
He is singular. When the subject is singular, we add the SESIES.
Bravo. When the subject is singular, we add SESIES. And the meaning of a subject is the person or the thing or the idea that is performing the action verb. So simply, guys, if you have a plural subject, you bring the verb in infinitive. If you have a singular subject, add SESIES. That's it. Okay?
If it's
So
plural, we don't add anything, right?
we don't add anything. We just bring it in infinitive. Let's check some exercises. I'll start with Amir. By turn. Amir, then Iyad, then Faisal, Khalid, Raid, and so on. The first one, Amir, quickly. I usually plan to
I
school
usually go.
and use the verb go. So I usually
go to school.
I usually go to school, bro. Okay. I usually go to school. And here because we have the subject I, so we don't add anything.
But I is
Yes, I is singular. Bravo. I is singular because I'm speaking about myself. But we treat it as a plural in the present simple. That's why we here wrote they, we, you, and I. So the pronoun I alone is being treated as a plural subject. It's not plural, but we treat it as plural in both present simple and also present perfect. So I say I go. I don't say I goes. Only in those two tenses. Okay? Add number two. They plank us often. Quickly.
Okay, teacher. They usually.
Okay, we here need to use the verb in brackets. So either to bring it in infinitive or to add s. So I say they visit or they visit.
They visit, teacher.
They visit. Bravo. We can say, of course, they usually visit us. They rarely visit us. Okay, number three, Khalid. You play basketball once a week.
days,
Play or plays?
days,
Play or plays?
days.
So we add s. So you here is singular or plural?
Singular.
No, you is plural because I'm speaking to you all, grade 6. All of you, you all play basketball or you play football or whatever once a week. So we say you play, not you plays. Okay, Faisal number 4. Tom, plank every day.
Tom works every day.
Bravo, Tom works. Excellent. صقر. رايد sorry. That رايد والرياض.
I think he is teacher.
Riyadh, okay. Riyadh, number 5.
He always tells us funny stories.
Excellent, Riyadh. He always tells, so we add this. Excellent. So, number 6. She never planked me with that.
Can I answer, teacher?
Okay, Faisal.
She never helps.
She never helps. Excellent. Bravo. Number 7. Khalid, yes.
Arthur and Kevin swim to the school.
Bravo. Swim, because we have Martha and we have Kevin. So I have 2 people. So it's plural. Excellent. Amir. Amir and then Iyad.
In this club, people usually dance a lot.
Dance, probably. Why don't I say dances?
Because it's
Because it's
multiple
what?
people.
People, bravo. And what is the singular of people?
Person.
Excellent. Bravo, Amir. Iyad,
Yes, teacher.
Linda,
Linda takes care.
excellent. Takes care, bravo. Linda takes care of her sister, excellent, bravo. Faisal, Faisal of Turkey,
Yes, teacher.
yep,
John rarely leaves the country.
leaves the country, bravo. And rarely means once in a time or once in a while. So he rarely does something. He does it not very often, but once in a while. Riyadh or Riyadh, we plank in the city most of the time or most of the year. Your next, Khalid. Riyadh first. We plank in the city most of the year. Riyadh,
We live in the city.
we live in the city. Bravo. Fakr, still with us? Okay, Khalid. Travels. Laurie travels to Paris every Sunday. Excellent. Iyad,
Yes. I bake cookies twice a month.
I bake cookies twice a month. Excellent. The pronoun I is treated as plural. Amir,
You always teach me new things.
teach me. Bravo. Because we have you. And last but not least, Faisal,
Yes, teacher.
she planked the
She
kids.
helps. She
Help.
helps.
She helps. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Very excellent. Nice, guys. So once again, if you have a singular subject, we add s or es to the verb. If you have a plural one, we do not add anything. But sometimes we change the verb itself. Sometimes we change the verb itself. Like in example number 1 here. London plank in England. So London, yes, Iyad.
Yes, teacher. London Teacher, London is in England.
Bravo. London is in England. So sometimes we have a verb like verb to be. So verb to be, we do not add s to it, but we change the shape of the infinitive verb. That's the infinitive. And we use is or are or even am. So verb to be, we change it into am, is, or are with the subject itself. If the subject is singular, we use is, like London is in England. Or if you have I, so I say I am, or we are. And unfortunately, that's gonna be it for today because the session is over. And I'm gonna put some exercises on class era for you to solve. Any questions so far?
No.
All right, that's it today, and see you next session.
Nothing. Bye, teacher.
Bye.